What's happening, guys? It's Tony aka T-Slaps here, and we're back with a brand new Draft League video, baby. I'm your coach of the Austin FC for Dealings, and this is our Week 8 game of the Draft Jam, our newest Draft League on the channel. This week we're going up against Glop and their team, Marcus and Maractus. Of course, you can go check out our opponent and all the other Draft Jam coaches down in the description below, so be sure to leave a like button if you do end up enjoying the video. Subscribe if you are new. New draft content is uploaded weekly on the channel. Spoilers for last week, so go check out that video at the top right hand corner if you haven't seen it yet, but we won a must-win game in order to keep our chances at playoffs alive. We're at the final week of the season and everything comes down to this. If we win this battle, we have a good chance at making playoffs due to our relatively high differential. If we lose, our season is over. And of course, we have to face the #1 seed and their terrifying roster in order to keep this season alive. How do you think this battle will go? Now time to tell you what we're bringing and why we're bringing it, so if you're just interested in the battle, there's a timestamp on the screen or in the description to take you to the game. Now, in case Glop being the #1 seed wasn't a red flag already, he has the most powerful team of the league, one that my team just simply cannot line up against. Iron Bundle completely claims a KO with either of its stabs upon switching in, as my team cannot take 2 hits at all. Terra Captain Cerulege is terrifying with its ability to Terra into any type that would beat any natural check I have to it, with the pairing of SD and weak armor in order to weaken my team further. Pair that with the defensive core Mandibuzz and Terra Cresselia, which can really check any sort of team composition I have going on as they cover each other's weaknesses really well. And we have the worst matchup I've had all season to try to keep our season alive. Starting off the squad this week, we needed a Pokemon that could always threaten Iron Bundle with a KO if it came in. That's why we're bringing Scarf Gengar in order to threaten Iron Bundle with a KO with Sludge Wave or Shadow Ball, even with the slightest amount of chip done to it. We're also carrying Focus Blast in order to hit the Archelodon, Scizor, or Cresselia depending on its Terra type, and finally we have Destiny Bond in case we need to remove a big threat on their team, such as potentially a setup Keldeo, that we have no other safe way of removing from our side of the field. Speaking of Keldeo, we have our Latias up next, meant to act as a switch in into the Keldeo, where we can threaten it back with a ton of damage with our Mist Ball while also lowering its special attack, which may come in handy if it's a Calm Mindset. We're rocking Calm Mindset ourselves, as Latias is meant to break down his defensive Pokemon such as Mandibuzz with Ice Beam, or Cresselia with Draco Meteor in order to open up our endgame for our Sweeper and WinCon. Latias can never win this game, but with the crucial damage it can deal out across his Glop's team, it may be proved to be too much chip for his team to combat. Finally, we have Yachi Berry as lure for the Iron Bundle, which we can either OHKO with the Draco Meteor from full, or Mist Ball if it has the slightest amount of chip damage dealt to it, or if we have one Calm Mind up. In case you can't tell, we are terrified of the Iron Bundle, so a small slap check we have in place for the Iron Bundle is our Assault Vest Tentacruel. We're rocking a spread fast enough to outpace Lander's T and threaten it with huge surf damage, or just guarantee that we can always spin away rocks before we get KO'd. We have Sludge Bomb to heal huge damage to the Iron Bundle, or snap poisons on its defensive pieces, and finally we have Acid Spray as a way of beating Calm Mind Florges or ensuring that Calm Mind Keldeo does not get too out of hand and can be easily revenged. Enough talking about our soft checks to Iron Bundle, as we have our own water threat trying to clean sweep for the first time all season, Terra Quaquaval. We're rocking a sub SD set that is meant to completely take advantage of the Cresselia. If we terrestrialize into a steel type, Cresselia has no way of breaking our substitute, and it can't even slow us down with a Thunder Wave, meaning the only way he can really stop Quaquaval from winning is the Mandibuzz, which is why our main focus this week is going to be in chipping that thing down so that Quaquaval can set up and win. One Aqua Step is enough to outspeed his entire team barring any Scarfers, and one SD with the Moxie boost should be enough to call the game wraps paired with our close combat. Next up, we have our MVP this season with Terra Tyranitar. We have a rather offensive set meant to help chip down his team even further for Quaquaval to sweep. We have a set of Stone Edge for our main stab, Ice Punchers can always OHKO that Lander's T, Dragon Dance in order to increase our speed and damage output, and Stealth Rocks, as getting that chip on a non-boots bundle is super important for threatening OHKOs from the Gengar and Latias, and that chip on Mandibuzz would be super huge for the Quaquaval endgame if it's not boots either. The only Pokemon on his team that wants to take the combination of Stone Edge and Ice Punch is Keldeo, which we have Latias to reliably come in on. We're running Pasho Berry, once again as lure for the Iron Bundle, with Terra Water as an option as well in case of an emergency to force a KO on Landers, or get us out of a Cerulege threatening us with a KO, as well as forcing a 50-50 with the Iron Bundle clicking either Freeze Dry or a Water Stab. Finally, we have our Moltres rounding out the team in order to switch into threats such as the Scizor and Cerulege. We have enough special attack investment to KO Cerulege with Hurricane, and ensuring it shouldn't be able to set up and sweep, as our team has been calibrated to eliminate any random proccing of a weakness policy weak armor set. We also have Flamethrower to break his team, especially the Scizor, U-Turn to grab momentum on his team, and Roost to stay healthy. That's going to be our team for Week 8 of Draft Jam. What do you guys think of the team? Let me know in the comment section below what changes you would have made to the team. With our entire season on the line, we have to make big plays and rely on our prep today in order to push us through, or we're going home. This is literally one of the biggest games I've played in a while in Draft League. Big shout out to Keegan and Tiro for the prep help and mocks this week. I want to thank you guys so much for sticking around, and hit that like button if you do enjoy the team builder. Now let's not hold back the game any longer. Let's get right into the battle. Alright, here we are, getting into the final week of the regular season of Draft Jam. Perhaps our final game of Draft Jam, depending on if we win this or not, and depending on how a couple of the other Week 8 matches go. But we have to win. If we don't win, we're out for sure. So, big game here, but we're going up against the current #1 seed and a very terrifying team. There's a reason he's the #1 seed, and it's because of this team for sure. I mean, it's just terrifying to face. So let's go ahead and write down their team. I do want to preface and apologize that this is going to be played on the Switch 1, so it might not look as good as it, as you might be used to at this point with all the Switch 2 Draft League battles. My Switch 2 is currently with Nintendo being fixed because it just broke randomly, specifically the dock. And so just waiting on them to bring me that back once they fix it. So a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. So we see the Iron Bundle, the Landorus, the Scizor, the Keldeo, the Ceruledge, and the Mandibuzz. So no Cress, no Florges, no Archilodon, no Glamora. And that's a Terra Electric Ceruledge, which I don't love seeing. I've been like flip-flopping between my leads, and I think I like Lottie the most. I can bait the Iron Bundle and click Draco for free. If he goes with, like, worst case for Lottie would be like a hard Scizor lead, which we have Moltres for pretty safely. Of course, I have to take a knockoff, which I don't love, but that's okay. But it punishes the Iron Bundle and the Lando the most, which I think is okay. There really was no safe lead option for me going into this game, which is really unfortunate. It was really, really difficult for me to figure that out. So, gonna try our best here. I think we don't see the Cresselia, which is really unfortunate because I really wanted to change my Terra typing on Quack to better match up against the Mandibuzz, and I decided not to. And so we're not really in a. I really wish I did, right? And also I wanted to change Acid Spray on my Tentacruel as well, but I didn't, just in case the Florges came by. It can still be useful for the Keldeo if it's Calm Mind, but otherwise it's not really that useful. So a couple of changes where I was covering for things, it was really hard to decide which one to pick, and ultimately they aren't going to end up coming in handy in this game. So that's a little unfortunate, but we get the Landorus T lead. I can punish them clicking rocks by just clicking a hard Ice Beam here. If they go into Scizor, so be it. I just want to punish this thing right here. So we're going to go ahead. They're going to switch out, go into the Scizor, I imagine. It could go Mandibuzz, I guess, as well. Is that Mandibuzz? That's Scizor. So we're gonna Ice Beam here. Do like -0, right? We're gonna see a knockoff come out here. Is there anything I can do to punish the knockoff? I suppose I can go Bond Clay here. I don't mind losing my leftovers. If I set up an SD, dang, what do I want? I guess I have to get knocked off with this thing. Which is fine. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world if I get knocked off and lose my boots. I just really need to find an opportunity, or at least do my best to make sure Lando doesn't get rocks up, or at the very least just punish it severely for setting up the rocks. I mean, we do have spin as well, and so we can always remove hazards as well. This thing isn't super important other than for the Scizor here. And it does well against the Ceruledge, except it's Terra Electric. So that's like the one. It did really well against the Ceruledge if they didn't bring a Terra type to punish my Moltres, which they did. So Moltres isn't super important here. So we're going on the Marco. I accidentally named it Marcos last game, and I knew it looked wrong when it came out, but it's okay. Michael, was that the Lando? Yeah, just back in a Lando. That's fine. I think I need to punish this thing right now by clicking Hurricane and just two-shotting it, because if I can remove this thing, that's awesome for me. Also doesn't really have a great Hurricane switch in, so as long as we connect, we're good here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. We're gonna outspeed, click Hurricane here. We are like super fast on our Moltres. He's gonna eat that, and we get the Confusion. Let's freaking go, man. So yeah, that's a pretty def Lando, which makes sense. If we get the hit itself here, we can like do great things. He's gonna set up his rocks. Okay. I'm gonna U-turn into our. I'm gonna U-turn out and go into our Tentacruel here if he stays in, because he doesn't click EQ here ever, right? He might click Stone Edge, and this is an opportunity for me to either spin or at least just like surf into this and then spin. Because nothing really appreciates a surf on his team either. Nothing that won't like allow me to spin. So we'll do that. We're gonna get the spin off here, or we're gonna get a U-turn out here. That's very Spadef though, which makes sense. It's a pretty decent check to my Landers if I had brought it. Landers had an abysmal matchup this game. When you see things like the Mandibuzz, the Cresselia, which can Terra, you know, the Iron Bundle, this Landorus. I mean, he had so many ground immunities. I just could not bring Lando this game, which was unfortunate. But I mean, if we can just weaken that Mandibuzz, we can win this game pretty easily with our Quaquaval. I'm curious what he does here. I'm just gonna go. I mean, is this what I want to do? I think so. I think I'm gonna go into Hachi here. Like I said, I don't know what he does here. There's no way he clicks ground move. Snaps out. You can U-turn? Rock Tomb. Okay. So Rock Tomb I don't love to see. That's a really good click. That's a really good bring. Because I think at -1 I probably don't outspeed this Lando. Yeah, I probably don't outspeed this Lando. We can go into Lottie here, I think. I think Lottie's okay. Would we outspeed it at -1? We might. But I still think it's my best bet. Not like he can knock me or anything. So I'm gonna go into Lottie here. Yeah, that's a good bring, Rock Tomb. Damn, okay. So I'm gonna go into my Lottie as he hopefully just EQs. Stomping. Okay, he clicks Stomping. So that works for me. I have to go ahead and click Ice Beam again here. I don't think I kill with the Draco. No. So I think Ice Beam's okay. If he goes into Scizor, so be it. That's fine. This Terra Electric on Cerulege is a really good bring too, because I don't really have a way to punish that super safely. Like my Tentacruel and my Moltres both get bopped by it. By a Terra and Electric. Yeah. I mean, I might have to use my T-Tar's Terra, which is fine because I don't really need Terra Steel to be honest in this matchup if he's not bringing the Crest. So yeah, I think Terra Water is going to be more important here. I mean, he just clicks Knock here for free, which is really unfortunate. But if he clicks Knock, then I get a free attack off into his team. Nothing's going to appreciate it. So that's fine, and that might be where I can find my opportunity to spin. So that's okay. Okay, so he's just going to U-turn. That's fine. So he doesn't opt to punish my Moltres coming in. I imagine this lets him bundle, though, which is completely terrifying. I hate that. But, I mean, I think we're out of range of Freeze Dry with our Tentacruel after rocks, hopefully, and we can just spin twice, or just spin on one of those turns. I mean, I might not be able to spin this game because I don't want to let the Cerulege in for free on a spin, because then just Terra Electrics. I mean, we outspeed Cerulege with our Tentacruel, right? I made sure of that. Yeah. So I mean, this Terra Electric, we would only do about like 30%, and then what would I have to go into to revenge that T-Tar? And Stone Edge kill. Yeah, so that might have to be my play. Defiant bust. That is Cerulege actually comes in here. Not what I expected. If I live this a Terra Electric move, that might have to be what I do to punish SD. Oh man, this is a really hard spot for me. Yeah, man, this Terra Electric's a really good Terra bring against me. Oh man, I just need to allow it to not get a weakness policy off, I think, at any cost. So I think I have to sack Moltres here. This is really tough because that Scizor is disgusting for me. I could also go into Gengar here But I'm no longer Kasib, so I can't kill it at +2. I think something has to drop here. I think it's gonna be Moltres. I click Flamethrower here. Or Hurricane. Flamethrower would do about 20. I think I have to click Hurricane. I didn't even calculate if I live the move, by the way, the Terra Blast. I just hope I do. If I don't, I'm in such a bad position here. I mean, I guess not. I can always SD. I don't live this if he clicks it. Oh, that's with Life Orb, so he might not be Life Orb. We're gonna Hurricane off, so this puts it in range of Stone Edge, maybe? He's gonna Terra Blast Electric, so we'll see. 333, so he did like 297, I think, there. So yeah, that's just like no attack investment. So now I can Flamethrower here, or I can save this, which kind of seems okay. Is there anything I can do about this? If I go hard Quack, that's kind of a bad play. If I go into T-Tar, I won't outspeed it. Yeah, I think I just have to Flamethrower here. And let myself go down. Oh, Flash Fire. Oh, I forgot about Flash Fire. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. I was just scared of weak armor, that's why. Oh my gosh, I forgot this thing gets Flash Fire. I was just so scared of weak armor. Shoot, 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 shoot. So I think I have to go into T-Tar here. Do I live a Terra Electric hit? I think I have to risk it. Oh, it's a speed tie I'd have to risk as well, though. What about going into Latias? Taking a sneak, clicking Draco wouldn't kill. Jesus Christ, bro. If I go into T-Tar here, that's probably my best bet. Yeah, man. Wow, wow, wow. This is awful. Awful, big dog. Awful. I don't think I set up or anything. I think I just Stone Edge and go for the kill. And I think I have to use my Terra here. Because if he has CC, I just drop, right? But if I Terra, I can live the move. I can live the Terra Blast here. Ugh, I can't believe I forgot about Flash Fire. Had I not forgotten about that and I landed the Hurricane, I could have gone into like Lottie instead here. Or something like that. But damn, dude, Terra Electric's such a good bring. I can't really punish this whatsoever. So I mean, this is a pretty safe Sizzler for him as well, unless he's like scared of EQ. But even then, Keldio's gonna take an EQ well. He could go like Landers, I suppose, and take the Stone Edge. Yeah, I think that's Landorus. So he's gonna go into that. I'm gonna go ahead and click my Terra button here. So I mean, low key, I can DD up here. The thing is, though, he has that Keldeo around, so like I never beat the Keldeo if I DD. Is he Citrus? Wasn't he already in yellow? Am I crazy? No, I guess he wasn't. I mean, can I just DD here? My Passion Berry is useless now, by the way. I guess this is kind of my next best check into that Sizzler. So I keep it around for that. It's also good at punishing like Mandibuzz and stuff. So I don't really have a switch in though. Otherwise, I think I just have to stay in here taking EQ or stomping. I mean, I don't even know if I kill though with Stone Edge at this range. I mean, I definitely do. Yeah, I definitely do because he wasn't in yellow. Yeah. I definitely kill this thing with another Stone Edge. So we'll click it here. Now, Passion Berry is now useless. We're gonna Stomping. We should. That's gonna hurt. We're gonna land. Luckily, we should pick up the KO. So down goes this Landers. And we're still like okay healthy, which is fine. So we can take on. We can still use this as a like brief Sizzler check or something. This might let back in the Ceruledge, which is actually really bad. So maybe I should have DD'd up on that turn to prevent Ceruledge from coming in. Yeah, that might have been a better play. I was DDing there. Yeah. Yeah. Also, I had Ice Punch. So I didn't really need to risk that. I'm just not playing well at all right now. I'm very kerfuffled right now. So if Cerulege comes in, I might have to risk a speed tie because I don't kill with Lottie. Dang it, dude. I was Cassib Berry at one point. He's gonna go into Iron Bundle, luckily. Thank goodness. So I think we sack here so that we can go into Hachi and spin. I think that's my play. Yeah, I think we sack here. Do I set up my rocks? Rocks would actually be so huge against that Cerulege for that Lottie can kill it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. He's gonna freeze dry though. He's gonna pick me off. I don't think I learned anything based off that damage. I think that just always killed me. Yeah, he did. We are gonna get some important chip though. Not if he specs. Specs would be what he is. I could go into Gengar here and click Focus Blast. That lets in Mandibuzz. Then I get into Hachi and spin. But then you might U-turn. That puts me in a bad spot as well. I think we go into Tent here. Hope he's not specs and spin. As long as he's not specs, we can spin here. Then we'll outspeed this thing. And we can like Sludge Bomb it for a huge chip. So let's do that. We're not weakness policy, so... Or not weakness policy. He's not weak arm on the Cerulege, so we don't get punished by this play at all. I think spin and sacking this is where I need to do right now. Quack looks okay. I just really need to get some chip off. Getting my rocks up would have been really nice there. Like Quack, if I get up to +2, he's gonna freeze dry. Please live this, please live this, please. He's fucking specs, isn't he? God damn it, man. I mean, just as we're drops. I'm just doing some calcs now. This is where my Terra would have been nice too, actually. Damn it, dude, he's freaking specs. Oh my god, I literally couldn't do anything against this thing. Iron Bundle was just so problematic for my team. I'm just doing some calcs right now. It's not over if I can weaken that Mandibuzz. If I can weaken the Mandibuzz, then like to about half, then we can win with Quack with 1 SD. And we know this isn't Scarf Bundle, so I really just need the 1 Aqua Step. If I go into Lottie here, that lets in Scizor, so that doesn't help me whatsoever. I have to go into Gengar here and get damage off on that Mandibuzz, I think, with Focus Blast. I think that's my best play here. Have to go for a Focus Blast here. I mean, if he locks into like a water move, maybe Quack can live too, and we can punish that with our SD. I'm just gonna go to Addison. I believe that's the Scizor. We're gonna Focus Blast. We're gonna connect, luckily. Gonna do a big chunk to him. And we can just risk it again, right? That or I can go hard into Bond Clay here. SD up, but I don't have that Mandibuzz where I need it to be at yet. If he knocks here, I mean, this is the only thing punishing that body. If I go into Bond Clay here, he clicks knock. Then I can click Aqua Step on this. Is that what I have to do? I have to click Aqua Step first. Against this Scizor, which do I even kill? I dropped my controller. I think I might kill. So that might have to be my play here. Is go into Scizor and Aqua Step and hope for the KO. Because I do need the Scarf on this. I think that's my better play here. So we're going to swap out. We're going to go into Quack here and click Aqua Step. Oh man, he has the rocks too. He's going to bullet punch me, so he didn't even click knock. This is a free Aqua Step here though. And actually our leftovers are going to be really nice right now. I mean, against that Mandibuzz, And I can't risk this thing having dual wing beat. I have to Aqua Step here. I can't risk it having dual wing beat. Out of curiosity, he's gonna switch out. What are you gonna go into, Keldeo? The Mandibuzz. We're gonna Aqua Step here up. Gonna do like no damage, which makes sense. We're gonna see Helmet. We don't see Helmet. It's probably Boots then. Damn it! If I had more HP investment, oh, I should have been bulkier on this thing. If I could, I should have been bulkier on this. So, I think my best sequence around this thing. I think I pivot out and go into Lottie. Lottie takes 1,000,000 though. I think my best case here is I go for another Aqua Step. Do about another like 20% to this thing. So I'll put it at about 65-ish. Get up an SD. And go from there. So then I can live the foul plays. What are you gonna do here, man? Whirlwind. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, that's honestly fine. If I get rolled into Lottie, we're in a phenomenal spot. We're in a freaking phenomenal spot if we get rolled into Lottie. Ah, the Gengar. Not what we wanted to see come in. But we can Focus Blast again here. I mean, I think this always forces a Roost turn and we can go into Lottie here. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go into Lottie. Gonna double. Into what? Scizor? Not optimal, not optimal. That's actually really freaking bad. Can I live? Why did you lose Mystical Fire, Latias? Why? Why? Why did he go into this thing? God darn it. Almost clicked Focus Blast again, too. I don't kill a Draco here ever. I go back into Quack. I feel like he would have clicked Knockoff last time. I'm so scared of going into Quack here. But now that Mandibuzz is super weakened, you know what? That Mandibuzz is super weakened. We can Aqua Step if I let this go down here. Or let Scizor go. Not Scizor. What is this one called? If I let Gengar go down here. I'm going to Gengar. I'm going to let Gengar go down because I think Lottie looks better. Scizor's like, Gengar's really punished right now by being locked into either Shadow Ball or the other one. It's going to U-turn anyways. So yeah, we're going to take that. So what do you go into here? I guess Ceruledge. Ceruledge comes in. And we're going to have to risk the Speed Tie. Yeah. We're going to have to risk the Speed Tie here. I think Yasuka Sib for so long too. Suppose we can Destiny Bond, but that doesn't really do much for me. Yeah, we're gonna have to risk the Speed Tie in order to CC this thing and get the KO. Or we can go into Lottie. No. I think we risk the Speed Tie if we want to win this game and hope that we can kill the CC. That's so close, like. That is unbelievably close. I think we have to risk the Speed Tie. He's gonna sneak me. But like Lottie lives this, right? But I don't even think it kills. Yeah, it doesn't kill this thing because its Bidef is so good. So we go back into Quack here, but luckily the Mandibuzz is so weak at this point. We have to win the Speed Tie. We have to win the Speed Tie. The thing is though, this might allow Bundle to win though. We didn't freaking get the roll, man. That's gonna be our season. That's so awful. I don't know how better we could have played this game. I mean, there was like 1 or 2 iffy plays, but this team was just so crazy. There's a reason he's the #1 seed, bro, and it's because of this freaking team. It's just so good. This Terra Electric put me in a really bad spot as well. I just don't know. Like, Terra Electric completely runs through my team, right? I think the only other thing is maybe I could have kept my Terra around. But yeah, I just don't think there's any way I was winning this game, man. This is just so difficult. Oh well, that's gonna be the end of our draft jam run. Not much more we can do about this. GG to our opponent. I mean, I can't really complain about anything. Just, you know, they have a really good team. Not much you can do about it. Yeah, I'm not too sure where my prep would have been different too. I think I just needed to scrap the whole team and do something else with it. Quack, I think, was definitely our win con. I think that's where I prepped correctly. Just getting it online with such a bulky team is just impossible, man. Just freaking impossible. Maybe there's situations where I could have killed this Scizor earlier and I didn't take it. Potentially. I'm not 100% sure, but GG to our opponent. You can go check out all the draft camp coaches down in the description below because we are now out of playoffs, unfortunately. But don't fret. We still have the BBR, which we're uploading this week. I think tomorrow, if I'm doing my scheduling in my head correctly, tomorrow we play Joey, so you can go check out that video, and you can also go check out the Krash playlist down in the description below. We're playing with the new ZA Megas, so we've got 2 more draft leagues still on the channel. Thank you guys so much for supporting the season. This has been one of my best performing seasons on the channel, views wise and statistics wise. You know, it wasn't the results we hoped for. I would have liked to have at least made playoffs, but you know, we're just 1 game short. A lot of games where I felt like I could have prepped better, played better, and you know, that's just how it's gonna go. Yeah, so I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time with a different draft league. Peace.